following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Marty in Worcester, Mass. Hey, Marty, what's going on?
Hi, Mr. O'Brien. Got a quick little thing here.
Yeah?
It's called patience and perseverance.
Okay.
Patience. I heard of goddess yelling, the magic silent word, and methinks I must be smelling pokey money round the world. Perseverance. When markets roil like stormy seas, good traders seek safe port. In financial times like these, you need Tom O'Brien's gold report.
You are too much, Marty, man. That is so cool. Well, listen, man, I really appreciate that.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our quotes. This is by Mark. So this must be in the Bible. This is Mark 9-23. All things are possible to him who believes. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 90, NASDAQ up 24, S&P's up 11.5. Gold contract down $17.30, trading at $1,185 an ounce. Silver down 24 cents at $15.76 an ounce. Platinum down 20 bucks at $1,129 an ounce. Copper down 3 pennies at $2.67 a pound. Light sweet crude down 37 cents at $56.24 a barrel. Bonds, we have the 10-year down 16 ticks, 128.27. 30-year down almost 2 points at 161.14. We'll get over and take a look at those, see if we get any volume behind this move. King dollar down 80 ticks at 98.12. You have the euro up 7 at 107, and the yen is trading up 22 at 119.89. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. Now, let's go over to the world of the SPY first. Okay, what we've had here is this. You have a continual testing of these highs. Each and every time we've been getting up to these highs since the first high was established in February 25th. It hasn't had the juice to break topside. Now, each and every time we've gone downtown, bottom line, hasn't had the juice to actually break down either. So you top of this range up here is right where we are right now. We're 210.67. The range is 212. What I suspect you're going to see out here today is this. We're at 57 million shares. Yesterday you did 72 million, you failed. So more than likely, we're going to do around the same amount. The real key is going to be, can it get into the 211.04 area? You know, yesterday, folks, we made it up to 210.86. It couldn't handle it. Today you got 210.77. So you're getting lower lows. This thing is subtle beyond belief. But what you do have is you have lower lows each and every time that we're trying to get up there. You pull back down. As you get back down into lower price, you're having an expansion of volume. That is setting up lower prices coming at us. Of course, what we're going to have after the close out here is that you're going to have a lot of numbers come out. So the way the SPY is set up right now, we're 210.71. This can get pulled back to 210.15 in a heartbeat, because 210.15 is where we went topside this morning at 10.40. That's kind of how that is how that baby is set up. Now let's go to the NDX 100. We look at the 3 Qs. What do we have with the 3 Qs? 3 Qs are trading at 108.75. The 3 Qs are over the highs that will be generated the last 3 weeks. We're at 14 million shares. You're coming into 41 million. You're at 108.75. Bottom line, we'll see the 108.75 is going into the low of the last high. The last high that was generated out there, folks, was March 20th. The low of that area is 108.51. The high is 109.07. We've hit 108.77. So how do you look at that? Well, The low of that, which is the 108.51, you close below that, that'll be a failure. The IWM, we look at the IWM, the small caps. What do we have with the small caps? Small caps trading sideways out here. We're at 125.74. The small caps, and the small caps is the one, folks, that really is tricky. And this is why. We get an expansion of volume today in the small caps. You get 16 million. It did pull back on higher volume on the 17th, but you're still hanging at these highs up here. Small caps actually look like they're going to go test the 127.13 area once again. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Let's go take a look at gold. So they're whacking gold price-wise. They're whacking gold volume-wise. We've done 143,000 contracts out here today. We're trading at 11.85. Now, we're coming into the April 1st day of strength. That day of strength, we had 151,000 contracts. That's still coming into that area with a lot of contracts, folks, okay? So, we'll see how this baby shakes out. I expect we're going to see a rejection of the 1180 area. We haven't hit it yet. The bottom of the April 1st area is 1180.50. It looks like, I suspect we're going to hit it. Now, if you take that correlation, you go over to the GLD. This is where we have some divergence. And inside the GLD, this is what it is. The GLD today is pulling back on 4 million shares. The GLD has already taken out a B point of an ABC structure on the way up, and it took it out with volume. We're doing 4 million shares. 4 million shares is coming into 8 million shares. So the GLD doesn't have the juice in order to get broken down. So what you do have here is you have a complex ABC structure on the way up with a price projection of 119. The equities themselves, okay, no, let's go to silver. Because silver, folks, has to get out of here. Silver has a problem. And the problem with silver is like this. Silver contract right now is trading out at 15.76. You're below the sign of strength. The sign of strength in silver is $16. So what do you need? Now, the volume is lighter. You're coming back with 50,000 contracts. Bottom line, that's sweet because, that we went topside with 60. Bottom line, though, it's not holding price. Silver needs to get back inside $16.08. If we go over to the bond market, first we'll take a look at the TLT, which is the 20-year plus. What we have with the 20-year plus is this. You're down $1.68. You're doing 6.7 million shares, and you're coming into 10 million. Bottom line is that, yes, it has an expansion of volume. Bottom line is that you still don't have a breakdown. We go over to the 10-year bonds. We take a look at the 10-year bonds. They're pulling back today with 1 million contracts. That million contracts, I believe, is going into 1.5 million. It's a big number. 1.4 million. You're coming into 1.4 million. So the bond market itself is going to need a lot more. That's the 10-year. 30-year bond is coming back with 274,000 contracts. And that's coming into 290. Okay, so this is going to get interesting with the 30. The 30, and the 30 has been leading, folks. Okay, the 30, no doubt, basically has some juice underneath it on the way down. And if we take a look at this, let's pull this up. So USM5. Okay, this 30-year right now is at 161.13. You're down just about 2 points. We have 275,000 contracts, and you're going into 290. That sets up that, yes, you can get all the way back to 159.07. 159.07 would be the high of the low of March 6th. So this is going to be wild watching this whole baby shake out. I suspect. Oh, now let's go to King Dollar. King Dollar. What do we have with King Dollar? Now this is going to be a trip because DXM5. King Dollar is flat today. You have 34,000 contracts traded. What King Dollar has done is it came off the highs last week with volume. Today, sideways move. That's telling me that, number one, it's building cause to get into the lower end of the consolidation it's been. That lowest swing point is 96.31, and we'll see how it gets into that area. I can tell you, I was doing business in South Florida the last few days, and I do appreciate Steve Rhodes, Basil, doing my program. And in the context of markets, okay, when you look at the dollar, when you look at gold, when you look at silver. So today I did the gold report. And what you do have, there's been divergence the last 2 weeks. If you're a gold bull, guess what? You're going to like this part of it. If you take a look at Franco-Nevada, it's backing down with dramatically lighter volume. Royal, R-Y-L-E. If you look at Royal Gold, R-G-L-D. Royal Gold and Franco-Nevada, both are backing down with dramatically lighter volume. That is an indication, folks, that gold wants to go higher. Last week, they were in trouble. Guess what? Gold goes down. Divergence is out there. It'll get straightened out. I expect what you're going to see is that you're going to see a lower dollar. You're going to see a rejection of 1180 in gold, and we're going higher. You stay right there, folks. Come right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. You take a hands-on approach to managing your investments, and whether you're bullish or bearish on Chinese stocks, the ETFs from Direction Shares are there to help you magnify your perspective. Bull ETFs for a rising market and bear ETFs for a falling market. Direction Shares gives you the tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor, Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Trade with confidence and clarity while using the software that thousands of institutional traders rely on to make the best and most accurate decisions. Choose from 1,000 equities, currencies, and futures instruments utilizing the TAS architecture. As seen on Bloomberg terminals worldwide, the TAS Profile Scanner is a benchmark technical filtering system that thousands of traders rely on, and now you can too. For a limited time for TFNN subscribers only, we've reduced the price to just $97. That's over 75% off. John Logan hosted a special subscriber-only webinar in December, and you'll gain access to that archive as well, so you can learn exactly what the TAS Profile Scanner can do for you. Try this product out. No matter what you trade, the TAS Profile Scanner can help you make more informed trading decisions. There's no obligation to pay anything. Don't let this offer pass you by. Get your 30-day free trial to the TAS Profile Scanner today by signing up at TFNN.com. Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now are up 86. You get the NASDAQ up 24. S&Ps are up 11. And as we do each and every Wednesday at 20 past the hour, we get our man, Mr. Darryl Martin. Darryl does an outstanding show each and every Tuesday and Thursday, folks, right here at TFNN, 1 to 2 Eastern Standard Time. Darryl and I also do a show on Friday morning, 10 to 11 Eastern Standard Time. If you haven't checked out the Nadex platform yet, come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see the banner on the top and the side. You can hit that banner, bring up the exchange. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account. You can start to understand how these contracts trade. Once you get it up and going, Darryl has a great analyzer. And that analyzer you can test drive 30 days absolutely free by coming over to our website at TFNN.com. Darryl Martin, what's going on?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. You having a good day out there?
I'm doing fantastic.
That's a beautiful thing. We definitely have some volatility. I mean, when you just, well, I mean, if we just talk about our markets for a second, just the S&P itself, I mean, you know, intraday, up, down, and all around, this is well,
it's been a good day.
Second time up, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, that's what we love to see. We want to see all the volatility we can get. And, you know, something else I've been playing with, sort of the counter to that.
Okay.
I was sitting in a trade on DX. You know, I trade DX a lot.
Yeah.
And the futures. And, I mean, it was just taking forever. The thing was not moving at all. Okay?
Yes.
And so I got the idea. I'm like, if this thing's flat, I'm talking like to move 6 ticks was taking literally an hour.
That's right. There's no doubt. Yeah, today. That's right.
So I'm just sitting there just dying. I'm like, come on. And, you know, I'm like, you know, if DX is flat, everything else is probably flat too. Like as far as currencies.
Yes.
You know, euro, dollar, pound, dollar, yen, all that. And I'm like, because what was out of my mind, I was like, man, DX is so flat. I wish I could do a butterfly on this.
Okay.
You know, which is a neutral binary structure where you buy a contract below.
Yep.
You sell a contract above, and you basically say it's going to stay in between those 2 strikes.
Right.
Okay.
And that's you're looking for that for a certain period of time, folks. Go ahead.
Exactly.
Yep.
And so, I mean, it's just sitting there, and I mean, just nothing. And I'm like, man, I wish I could do butterflies on DX. And I'm like, well, I can do them on the FX, you know, that basically make up the basket.
Sure.
And so I hop over and look at the 5-minute contracts because it's not moving.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I literally, I mean, I'm not saying they're always there, nothing like that, but
no,
I'm literally,
and your risk is only 5 minutes. That's even cooler. Okay, cool. Go ahead.
yeah. And so I literally I'm putting on like $30 profit butterflies.
Yes.
That expire in a matter of a few minutes.
Right.
And they're 6 ticks wide.
Nice.
And the thing isn't moving literally 3 ticks. You know, I mean, if it just moves 1 additional tick lower on the way I have my chart set up for 5-minute contracts,
right,
I get a new bar.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So, you know, like for, you know, anybody listening out there, basically just every tick, I basically get a new bar. So if it moves up 1 tick, new bar, new bar, new bar, new bar. It's not moving a single tick for like 20 minutes, an hour. I mean, right now we got the Aussie dollar sitting in the same place.
It is.
In the same range for the last 63 minutes.
I know.
Okay?
Yes.
Dollar yen's 18 minutes. Pound dollars 35 minutes. And part of this came up because somebody was actually like, oh, man, like I'm trying to do these contracts in these 5 minutes, but nothing's moving. And, you know, they're all whining about it.
Sure.
And my normal reaction when somebody's saying something isn't working is to go, well, look at the opposite.
There's no doubt. No, exactly,
You know?
man. Yeah, right.
And it's like, well, yeah, nothing's moving. So let's just go in and butterfly the thing.
Right.
You know? And I mean, like right here, right now, I'm just live, got the scanner pulled up.
I can see it. Yep.
And there's a euro dollar. And I mean, that's putting on a 1074.5 by 1073.9. And like I said, the euro dollar's been stuck in the exact same like couple tick range for the last 20 minutes.
Yep.
Is that a bad trade? I mean, that's a $30 profit trade if it just continue, and it's been flat for a long time.
It has.
About an hour and a half. So that's just the last 20 minutes. It hasn't moved a single additional tick.
Right. Since 120 today, folks, none of these currencies have moved, literally.
Exactly. So I'm watching that. I do a bar timer to watch how long it takes ticks to move.
Oh, good. That's cool. Yeah. Okay.
You know, so like it's a tick-based bar with a timer on it. So
Right.
it has, you know, think about like a range bar, you know, but a little bit more advanced than a range bar.
Yes.
And more like a Renko, but still more than that. But anyways, a Renko bar is basically this, you know, it has to move so many ticks in one direction to make a new bar.
Yes.
And so, I mean, right now I've been waiting for it to move one more tick for the last 20 minutes. Well, that's when to collect the premium. I mean, when the paint's drying on the wall.
Right.
I mean, literally, that thing already dropped. When I first pulled it up, we were just talking like a minute ago, right?
Right.
We could have brought in about $30, 30 plus on, that trade. I mean, it was like 20 on one side, a bit more than the other. And I'm not saying this is a perfect trade. You can look at direction. You can look at a lot of different things. But it's one of those things to challenge people to think outside the box. When the market's not moving, take advantage of the premium.
Flip the other side. Well, you know what's so cool is that, and folks, it's not that it happens every day, but on a 5-minute contract, this is, as I said, it's been there since 120. And as Daryl had said, even the top of that range was only 6 ticks away. No, 14. Yeah, it's 6 ticks away. We're dealing with 14 and 20 on the dollar index, and the top of it's only 20. It's like, okay, is it going to move there? Yeah, it might. But guess what? Your risk is so minimal because of the fact that you're only going out there 5 minutes. So if it moves, it moves. Big deal. But the bottom line is that it hasn't. And what you also have going for you now is the aspect that, it's late in the day. I mean, these currency contracts normally move a lot quicker earlier in the day when everyone is up in Europe and in Australia. I mean, everyone's sleeping right now, folks.
Exactly.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. Do you know what I mean?
Well, these things start back up at 6 o'clock.
Right.
6:05.
Right.
Now, I'm not saying it's like the one thing is if nothing, like at 6 o'clock, they don't expect the market to move.
Right.
So a lot of times you may not be able to get it as wide, but you can leg in. And you said that range, and that's key. You can look at that range and go, okay, we're on the upper side of that little range that's been oscillating. I'll sell.
Yes.
If it moves down a couple ticks, I'll buy.
Right. Right.
So, I mean, you can pull off at least 6 ticks wide, but you can go in, you can pull off even 9 ticks wide, on these contracts. And, I mean, I've even seen wider, like 12 ticks. So, I mean, if you just pay attention and look at it and go, is it moving? And I mean, if it does move and it moves against you, I mean, you can hop out, of the trade. You don't have to hold on to the thing. I found a lot of them will bounce right back up, but if they're not moving at all, like they may like break a couple ticks and then go back. But, I mean, and when things start moving again, then that's when to stop doing them.
Exactly.
These little butterflies.
Right.
That's when to start looking for directional trades. But if you see that's why I like watching all 4 of those FX markets with timers on them.
Yes.
Because if I see all 4 of them are slow.
Yeah.
Well, then that's when I want to do butterflies. If I especially notice it, you notice it more when you're in a trade when things move slow.
Right.
So like I'm in this future contract and I'm just feeling it like not move at all.
Right.
And so that's sort of my clue to, hey, I need to, be done with this. I went short the dollar index, and then even today, I mean, it was just sitting there, and I was like, I'm going to start throwing on butterflies. I mean, literally just 5 minutes, just kept throwing them on. But just a cool idea to think about. If you see that market's not moving at all, instead of complaining, embrace it.
No, it's great when you can flip it around, man. And particularly, what does happen, as you said, that our markets are still open, so the spread will be a little bit more. So what you're doing is you're just taking advantage of the spread, folks, and the non-volatility inside the marketplace. And guess what? You can do that on the Nadex platform. Daryl Mott, you have a great night, safe night. Thanks for the education, and look forward to the program tomorrow.
All right, see you tomorrow, man.
Okay, man. Have a great one.
Earnings coming out at 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. Cool. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Technomental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
If you're like me, you see the world's emerging nations as a very real opportunity, as these countries and their economies are developing right before our eyes. And you can rest assured that Everbank has spotted this opportunity too. In fact, they just recently unveiled the new 5-year market-safe Future Economy CD. This is a CD that could really deliver, but you only have until May 7th to take advantage. Consider the facts. If the future economy's currencies beat the US dollar over the CD term, you'll get all the upside. And should they lose, no worries. There's zero downside risk here, as you still get back 100% of your deposited principal. Intrigued yet? The May 7th funding deadline is quickly approaching. So hurry over to everbank.com/TFNN-CD for more information, including important product details and disclosures. Once again, that's everbank.com/TFNN-CD. Everbank is an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. You get the Dow up 84, Nasdaq's up 20, S&Ps are up 10.5. Gold get down to 17, and if we take a look, we take a look at what is going to be coming up after the close. Now, we're right in the middle of huge earnings numbers, folks, okay? Ma Bell's going to be coming in after the close. That's trading out at 32.70 right now. That's trading at the lower end of its consolidation. Cheesecake Factory, that's coming out with its close after the close. That's at $49.94. That little baby, let's bring this up because this is going to be, wow, watch. There she is. Okay, so Cheesecake Factory right now is trading at up 79 cents. You're at $50. You got some juice in the move, but yet it's going right into the gap. So well, that's saying it can pop up into the gap. That's how this is trading out right now, because you have the volume as you're coming into the gap. It's certainly less, but what you just have done, yeah, man, this can trade up into the gap. This one's going to be an interesting one to watch, because you did have the yin and yang with the food companies yesterday. If we go look at CMG, CMG was trading into its gap yesterday. Now, I was in front of the machine at that particular time. That was also going up, I believe, with some volume. Well, it's hard to tell whether it's going up with volume or not, because the volume characteristic that you have now was after the close, and CMG had closed yesterday at 692, and bottom line, it traded down ASAP into the 650 area. Right now, you're at 640. You're breaking lows. You're breaking swing points with volume. And if we take a look at this and we put this on a weekly basis, what you're going to see is that, let's see. So you're coming into the whole consolidation with big juice. I mean big juice too. The weeklies right now, folks, are already 5.7 million. Your swing point that you're going into from the 20th of October. Oh, this is pretty funny. Hey, check this out. This is crazy. Okay, so the infamous October 15th deal, that's where this is going. Unreal. That low is 607. We've hit 635, and just think, yesterday you were up at, 699. Bottom line, another October 15th, lay it out there. eBay. eBay is going to be coming out with numbers after the close. eBay right now is trading at a price point of $56.84, and eBay, let's see what we got here. Yeah, eBay wants a lower price, so we'll see where that shakes out. Now, one of the big ones, this is going to be a big headline news one, not that it's going to be Facebook. Facebook right now, folks, is at 84.37. You are over. You're at highs. So we'll see where Facebook is going to shake out. It's not a bad-looking chart. That's what that comes down to. If I put this on a weekly chart, it's really not that bad-looking. We'll see where it comes out after the close. Las Vegas Sands, LVS. That little baby has been getting smoked in a big way. LVS right now is trading out at 56.40, and that does have, it's going to be, we'll see how many of these equities hit this, well, not actually, this is already under its October 15th swing low. They have a December, oh yeah, this has been a disaster. So, what does this have? This also has another swing low. Now, I took its October 15th swing low out. This swing low is at 49.82. Looks like that baby wants to get hit also. Qualcomm, I believe, already got hit. I don't know if they come out with a, yeah, Qualcomm got hit. Oh, but this is interesting. QCOM. Qualcomm's trading at 68.91, and does this already have two gaps? Ooh. So check this out. This is really interesting. Qualcomm already actually has three gaps. This came from 85, 81, 87. Gaps down, makes it back. Gaps down, makes it back. The way Qualcomm's trading right now, this also, it wants to go to a lower low. So we'll see if this is the 62.39. 62.39 looks like that will get tested. So coming into this close out here, we'll see just what kind of action these equities have. Xilinx, XLNX, XLNX. Xilinx is trading at 44.32. This has no juice behind the move. Yeah, this got a big... It looks like Xilinx is going to trade lower. So Xilinx came off its high of 55, down with vicious volume. Right now, what you're doing with Xilinx is it's going into two different downdrafts. The largest downdraft being July of 2014. That's when we went from 48 to 39. We did 56 million shares. Then again, you went from 45 to 42 with 36 million shares, and you're coming into that with 16 million last week. That's setting up lower price. Tractor Supply, TSCO, Tractor Supply, TSC. Tractor Supply is trading out at $91. This has made it back up to its highs. This is no doubt one of these a typical IBD stock. You know, stock goes high, gets smacked, recovers again, hits higher highs. Tractor Supply, but the way Tractor Supply, okay, so this is going to be a good one to watch. I love it when it happens like these. Okay, so we're 91. Bottom line, last time it had any juice under this move was 77. So Tractor Supply is looking like, hey, that thing could take a hit. So what are we going to be looking for after the close? You're going to be looking for bottom line. Are these babies gapping higher or gapping lower? When you look at the market as a whole out here today, what you do have is this. You have the aspect that the markets are up, but the percentage moves of down versus up are pretty dramatic, meaning the stocks that are getting killed in an incredible way. You know, Chipotle is down 7.6%, Intuitive Surgical is down 5.1%. You know, Intuitive is down $29. Illumina is down 4.8%. That's down $9. Intercept Pharmaceuticals down $8. You know, on the way up, we have Canadian Pacific Railroad. That baby is up 3%. Kamiko is up 5%. Seventh Generation is up 4%. But those are the only big movers that you have out there. Let's go to Brent in Martinez, California. Hey, Brent, what's happening, brother?
I'm doing just great. How you doing today, Tom?
Cool, man. Doing great. Thank you.
I'm calling about Valet.
Oh, I see.
I have a pretty big position in that stock. I just wanted your opinion on it.
That stock, I suspect, folks, is going to take off to the moon. Now, we did buy this stock today. So this is what you have. This has all the indications, folks, that iron ore is going to finally go higher. And the Petrobras scandal, you know, probably won't whack Valet. Okay, so this is what you have. This is a huge iron ore producer. The low is 549. The high is 1493. Now, that high to low, folks, goes back just the last year. The actual high to low in this equity is $42. Now, what did it do? Okay, so this is a classic. What this little baby did is comes all the way down nonstop. It just didn't stop from $36 all the way down to $5.56. Now, if you want to see something that's really amazing, let me put this up. Because this had a high volume low in 2008. And like, man, you got to be kidding me. It comes all the way down, gets into the high volume low, gets below it with dramatically lighter volume. The way that we went below it the first time, we went below it with 670 million shares versus 1.5 billion. Then you got to a lower low and you did 660 million versus the 1.5 billion. Then what you did is this, folks. You rejected, you know, this is a classic time in the trade. It rejected lower price, had lighter volume. Then what do you wait for? Well, you wait for a sign of strength. And bottom line, it got it today. So I suspect the move, I suspect what we're going to see here, and this is where this gets really interesting. Now, it's up 10%, and that's a lot. But guess what? It's a $6 stock, folks. And 10% on a $6 stock is still 10%, but that is not a lot percentage-wise when you're talking about a company that takes in $100 billion. That's with a B, okay? So I suspect, Brent, what you're going to get, this run here will get you somewhere into, I suspect, 883. It should get some flack there, but I think this thing's off the bottom. It did exactly what, you know, it should have done, man.
All right, I'm happy to hear that. Well, have a good one, Tom.
Thanks so much, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. Dow Industrials are up 86. Nasdaq's up 20. S&Ps are up 10. Gold's down 17.40. Silver's off 25 cents. We're going to be right back, folks. Stay
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Do you know the 7 most critical factors that influence every decision you make, and how not knowing these will jeopardize the health, the wealth, and the relationships you deserve? I'm Steve Rhodes, morning host at TFNN.com, and for the last quarter of a century, I've studied and used the secrets of human growth, the same formulas used by leaders of nations, billionaires and millionaires, and the most successful athletes on the planet. Would you like to break through any obstacle that gets in between you and the success you deserve? Would you like to turn fear into strength? If you could find a way to achieve, be fulfilled, and live a life of meaning, wouldn't you want to know the answer? I'll teach you the factors that control your state of mind and the drivers that impact every thought, emotion, behavior, and action we take in my new webinar, The Psychology of Trading. Join me for this 2-part online event where I'll unveil the secrets to human pattern recognition, because they're not what you think. And soon, you'll have the health, the wealth, and the relationships you deserve. Just go to the homepage of TFNN.com and click on the Psychology of Trading to begin your journey now.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
No matter where you listen to TFNN programming, we want you to know you can always access your favorite shows on demand through TFNN.com. TFNN airs live programming every market day from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. Eastern, and you can view each program by accessing Tiger TV through our homepage. We even have an easy link for all mobile devices, including iPhones and iPads, located at the top right-hand corner of the TFNN homepage. You can use your smartphone to view Tiger TV, but if you don't have a mobile connection that can keep up with streaming live video, then you can simply visit TFNN.mobi in the browser of your smartphone for live streaming audio of all of our programs. The mission of TFNN is to educate our audience directly and interactively through our interactive website and radio call and talk shows. TFNN is able to teach all levels of investors the technical skills needed to trade in today's marketplace. In order to get the best information possible, TFNN has assembled the most respected financial minds in the country to provide the most current news and comprehensive advice available. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. You got American Express up $1.26. Boeing's down 2. We have Disney up 33. Big Blue up $1.19. I'll go back to Big Blue. Big Blue is having a tough time. It's pretty amazing. This 165, 66 area, folks. There is a seller that is up there, man, and they just have no mercy. IBM. And what you have happening, of course, with IBM on a continual basis, they just keep blowing all their money trying to buy their stock, trying to keep their stock up. Big Blue came out with numbers. Bottom line, as it came out with numbers, still couldn't basically get it over and into this gap when it had gapped down. Big Blue had gapped down on the 17th of October, gaps down from this 180 area into the 166.68 area. And the highs out here today was a 166. It looks like, I suspect, by the end of the week, you're probably going to end up closing under the 164.99 again. And on the weekly basis thus far, because you had a couple good days out here, you'll have some pretty good juice going into the downdraft. However, it won't be enough in order to basically get through the downdraft, because the downdraft, we have 69 million shares, folks, and I suspect by the end of the week you're going to do about 30 million. You know, so it certainly had or will have more. Yeah, I think it's going to have more than the last time we were up here. Last time we were up here the week of the 27th of February. Bottom line, though, that seller is just sitting there. They're sitting there. They're selling away. We'll go take a look at some of the oil infrastructure equities. If we look at ExxonMobil first, what you have with Exxon, bottom line, Exxon can't get out of its way. You know, you're up 54 cents today. Exxon came off that bottom of 82. You're at 87. Not enough juice. What Exxon's actually doing out here today is actually pushing into a swing point with light volume. That's a problem. Chevron, CVX. We take a look at Chevron. Chevron, CVX, also moving sideways. Not much juice behind the move. Let's go take a look at the actual oil contract. Oil is trading at 56.28. What we have with oil is this. We're on the M contract. Yeah, this baby's rolling over. So what you have is this. Monday, Tuesday, so you get two different things happening. Monday, Tuesday, you're pushing into the swing point with volume. So we got to 58.63. So you're rolling over right now. So what that sets up is this. There's a nice range here. That sets up where it can pull back to the 55 area. Actually, 54, 53.96. And if you pull back to that area and you have light volume, then oil's going to be a buy. Because it looks that the way that this is setting up right now, it actually looks like it wants to go up to ICE. See, ICE on oil, folks, okay, is up at 66. And one of the main reasons, of course, is that oil went down so dramatically. We went from $98 to 42. A 0.382 retracement on that alone. See, we've only got to a 23% retracement thus far. A 0.382 retracement is 66. 66.27. That's a normal retracement in even markets that want to go down. In fact, that's a very weak retracement, but that's something that markets like to do. So I suspect on this pullback, oil's going to more than likely be a buy. We'll see where that shakes out, but that's how that's setting up right now. The XLF, the financials, we take a look at these financials out here. Financials using the XLF can't get out of their way also. This one's really intriguing. Why? Because most of the market has made at least up to their highs, folks. The high in the XLF is the 25.14 area. Last time up, which was in March 22nd, it only got to the 24.78 area. This time up last week, it only got to 24.54. And when we did come down on last Thursday, it has some juice down there. So that has to get tested first, meaning the 24.04 level. This has been a continual test at these highs. Highs haven't been able to break out. And as I said a little bit earlier, what you do have is that the equities that go topside haven't been able to get the juice that the equities that go downtown have been able to get. If we go to Amgen, okay, and this is the biotechs are the one thing that are keeping the NASDAQ up right now. The Amgen this morning came out with numbers, good numbers, of huge numbers actually. That traded, it opened at 173, traded down to 167. You're trading out here right now at 168, and that's not enough juice either, and that's pretty intense because what you do have on a weekly basis, I don't think what we're going to see is that the test that it did out here today on a weekly basis, and this is, I suspect, is going to be the number. The test was 172.36. If you close Friday into that area, that is saying that you're going to go down the other end of this consolidation. That's 142. Because what we had out here is that we got over it this morning. You're under it right now. It's 24 million shares. And by the end of today, we'll do about 12. So I don't expect we're going to do 12 million shares in a couple of days. The real key is going to be, does this come all the way down to 163? Then what you would have is this. You'd have a failure at the highs over the swing point of 172.36, and you'd have a weekly doji that's set up. That would basically say, okay, we're going down to this 147 area. Because what you do have inside the biotechs, the IBB, is that you have a few others that are basically coming down with some juice. Inside the composite, the NASDAQ composite, that's one of the main reasons that you see the composite at highs right now. The composite is trading at 5035 and 42. 5042 is the high. So the composite itself is right at the highs. As we come into the close out here, the composite won't have the volume, though, to get it up into and over that area. The composite today will come in with about 1.7 billion shares. And as you get up into that area, bottom line, it's going to need a lot more than one. Well, you get over this high in the composite, you're dealing with about, you want to see 2.3, 2.4 billion shares. You get that? That'd be a break topside. No two ways about that. Bond market, that continues lower. When we started the show, you had the bonds down 2 points, just about 2 points. Right now, we're down 2.9 ticks. 30-year bond does have the volume. The 30-year, that's saying we want to go to 159.07, and right now you're at 161.03. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there. We're going to be coming right back. Lots of numbers coming out after the close, folks. Dow Industrials are up 89, Nasdaq's up 20, S&Ps are up 10, gold's down 17.20, silver's up 28. Be right back, folks.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Nick in Tampa. Hey, Nick, what's going on?
Tom O'Brien, it is an absolute pleasure.
Thanks so much, man. We appreciate you calling.
No problem. Dude, I've been listening to your show for about 2 years now, and it has just been wonderful. I listen to you, Basil, Andy. You guys do an amazing job.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We're here 5 days a week. We go 24. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. This quote is by an unknown writer. The start to a better life or a better world or a better future is simply our belief that it is possible. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 88, Nasdaq up 21, S&P's up 8.5, Gold contract down $17, trading at $1,186 an ounce. Silver off 25 cents at $15.75 an ounce. Platinum down 20 at $1,129 an ounce. Copper down 3 pennies at $2.67 a pound. Light sweet crude down 31 cents at $56.30 a barrel. Bonds, we have the 10-year down 18 ticks, 128.25. 30-year off 2 full points and 7 ticks, 161.05. And King Dollar. King Dollar up 45 ticks at 98.25. The euro is down 12 at 1.072. And the yen is up 26 at 119.93. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. We'll start off with the SPY. We got a lot of numbers coming out for you, folks. This is a big numbers day. Tomorrow, actually, is going to be the most, but we got a good slew of them out here right now. So, what do you have with the SPY? SPY does 76 million shares. Closed at the highs. It closed at 210.63. So what does that put? That puts game that it wants to go hit and go test the 211.04 area. We hit 210.85 today. The high of yesterday was the 210.86. So you missed it by a penny. The NDX 100, we take a look at the 3 Qs. What do you have with the 3 Qs? 3 Qs closed out at 108.65. No juice behind the move, but guess what? You get a higher price. So that's saying the 3 Qs also going to go after the last swing high, which is 109.07. Now, the highs that we're talking about aren't the highs, folks. The highs that the market is going after now were the highs that were generated March 20th. The actual high is on March 2nd. They're right next to each other. Bottom line, we've been in this consolidation since February 12th. We'll see how it handles those highs. The IWM. Now, the IWM had already broken out, basically pulled back. IWM at those highs right now. IWM, we're trading at 125.71. It looks like that's going to go test that high that was generated out there on the 15th of April, which is 127.13. Let's go over to the bond market. Bonds out here, folks, they got hit. Now, they had some juice behind the move also. So the bond market, the last swing low. So what we did with bonds, we take a look at the TLT. You broke the swing points. You broke them with volume. The swing points I'm referring to are the swing point from March 26th. That was 129.18. The April 9th swing point, 129.13. So what this sets up right now, it does set up that you're going to go after the high of the low that was generated on March 6th. That's 124.83. Now, this is where this gets interesting. So what we've had is this, is that the bond market itself has been going higher price, lower yield on a continual basis. What you also had is that each and every time that the market goes south just a little, people are pouring into bonds. Now, when I'm looking at this bond market right now, I expect you're still going to see it higher. But the way I'm looking at it right now, it looks to me like, number one, the swing low wants to get tested. If that's the case, that swing low wants to get tested. I'm going to go back to the S&Ps for a second. What that's saying is that we could definitely, we could get a test of the February 25th swing high. That's what's going to get interesting here, because that correlation is pretty direct. We go over and take a look at the gold market. What do we have with gold? Bottom line, gold pulls back. We pull back to the price point of 1186.40. We do that with volume expanding. Now, the expansion is still lighter than April 1st, but it's a big expansion. We did 146,000 contracts. April 1st, the low there's 1180. We did 151,000 contracts. So I do expect that we are going to hit that lower number. We'll see whether that lower number holds. Silver's got some problems. And the silver market, folks, we pulled back 26 cents today. And what we do have with silver is this. Silver is not only lower, but it came below the April 1st day of strength, which is 1608. So silver has to get higher or inside 1608. That's what you're basically looking for. King dollar. Now, we take a look at King dollar, and this is where we got a little divergence. And this is what it is. King dollar traded sideways out here today. You had come off the highs with good volume last week downtown after already having tested your March 18th swing point. The March 18th swing point was vicious. So what do you have a king dollar? King dollar looks like it can actually pop up a little before it wants to pop back down. Because the move out here today, you had light volume. You really didn't go after the lows. You didn't go after the highs. So a natural retracement on king dollar would get you into like a 98.57 area. It's going to be wild watching this whole thing shake out. Now, let's get to some numbers. First number out here, Facebook. Facebook came out with numbers. Let's see what she's doing after the close out here. So Facebook closed at $84.63. That is trading at $84.68, so you're trading flat. Facebook numbers go like this on Facebook. The estimate was 40 cents. They took in 42 cents. Their operating margin is 52%. Revenue, the estimate was $3.5 billion. They took in the estimate was $3.57 billion. They took in 3.5. So they're a little short on revenue. Bottom line, not much movement in the stock. We go to Qualcomm. Qualcomm just come out with numbers. Qualcomm closed at $68.94. That is trading at $67.34. This number-wise, and this is a stock that had already got has got hit. The numbers on Qualcomm go like this. The estimate was $1.34. They made $1.40. So they came over their price. What they have done, though, they're cutting their forecast for the semiconductor business. Bottom line, that is hitting the stock after the close. Let's see if eBay has come out with numbers yet. eBay closed at, let's see, they might have. No, they're going to be coming out with numbers, but they haven't come out with numbers just yet. Okay, let's see what we got here. Skechers, SKX. Skechers closed at $78.84. That is trading at $77.35, so that's up $2. Numbers go like this. The estimate was $1. They made $1.10. Bottom line, top line, the estimate was $703 million. They made $768. Man, that's a big number. So Skechers, let's see. Yeah, men's, woman, active shoes, right? That's the business they're in. Big numbers. See if we have Cheesecake Factory, if they came out yet. Okay, so Cheesecake Factory come out. Cheesecake Factory closed at $50.55. That's trading at 52. And let's get eBay before that break. eBay just come out also. eBay closed at $56.75. That is trading right now at $57.51. Numbers on eBay go like this. The estimate was 70 cents. They made 77 cents. That was bottom line. Top line, $4.42 billion. They took in $4.45 billion. So eBay basically hit their numbers, and now it's up a couple dollars. We'll see how much more they can push that little baby up. Oh, there we go. That's pretty wild. Select Comfort, SCSS. Select Comfort, of course, this is one of the large manufacturer of air mattresses. That closed at $34.12. That's trading at $35.90. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We're going to be coming right back. Dow finished up 88. Nasdaq up 21. S&P's up 9.5. We're going to be right back.
If you're like me, you see the world's emerging nations as a very real opportunity, as these countries and their economies are developing right before our eyes. And you can rest assured that Everbank has spotted this opportunity too. In fact, they just recently unveiled the new 5-year market-safe future economy CD. This is a CD that could really deliver. but you only have until May 7th to take advantage. Consider the facts. If the future economy's currencies beat the US dollar over the CD term, you'll get all the upside. And should they lose, no worries. There's zero downside risk here, as you still get back 100% of your deposited principal. Intrigued yet? The May 7th funding deadline is quickly approaching. So hurry over to everbank.com/TFNN-CD for more information, including important product details and disclosures. Once again, that's everbank.com/TFNN-CD. Everbank is an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. Trade with confidence and clarity while using the software that thousands of institutional traders rely on to make the best and most accurate decisions. Choose from 1,000 equities, currencies, and futures instruments utilizing the TAS architecture. As seen on Bloomberg terminals worldwide, the TAS Profile Scanner is a benchmark technical filtering system that thousands of traders rely on, and now you can too. For a limited time for TFNN subscribers only, we've reduced the price to just $97. That's over 75% off. John Logan hosted a special subscriber-only webinar in December, and you'll gain access to that archive as well, so you can learn exactly what the TAS Profile Scanner can do for you. Try this product out. No matter what you trade, the TAS Profile Scanner can help you make more informed trading decisions. There's no obligation to pay anything. Don't let this offer pass you by. Get your 30-day free trial to the TAS Profile Scanner today by signing up at TFNN.com. Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. We had the Dow finish up 88, NASDAQ was up 21, S&Ps are up 9.5, and I'm sure that most of you folks out there have heard that you had the Justice Department and the CME basically come after a 36-year-old guy in London, claiming that he was one of the main causes of the flash crash in May of 2010. Now, the thing that's pretty wild about this, it goes like this, folks, okay? And we'll find out just how much he had to do with this. But I got to give you a real history on this whole deal. And if you, and this goes all the way back to 1995, okay? So when electronic trading started, right, bottom line, Wall Street couldn't stand it. then what ended up happening in the context of they knew they had to embrace it. Once they embraced it, they start making big dollars on it. And the way they would make big dollars on it, it's all about quotes, folks, okay? Quotes and streams and quotes, right? So what ended up happening is, and this started in the equity markets, okay? It was the fast streams in the equity markets that happened first. And what you had is you had all different streams. You have a public stream, you have a private stream, you have a highly focused stream that high-frequency traders use. And the key to all of that has to do with how close you were to the pipe. In 1994, now check this out, this is pretty intense because we're only in 2015. Now wait to hear this, because this is how fast that the internet has gone forward. In 1994, there were only 6 major pipes in the whole United States. 6. What I mean by a major pipe is this. Is it a major pipe that would go from a city into the, whether it's the Googles of the world, whether it's the AOLs of the world then, okay? That's all you had. Now we get them all over the place. Bottom line, you had them there, okay? What's the point? The point goes like this, that the exchanges themselves were selling this information, and they would basically, it turned to that, then they start selling spots right next to where all the quotes were. Okay. Now I'm going to we'll get our head wrapped around this deal. This deal here, okay, the CME, okay, so the guy's being charged with spoofing, he's being charged with putting orders in, canceling orders simultaneously to see where the market is. The thing that's amazing is that this is not something that they didn't know about, okay? The bottom line is that they knew about it a year beforehand. The CME, all the regulators, there's probably dozens of these people right now that they know about, okay? Because they send them letters. They send them letters. They could stop them. Bottom line, they could stop them. Why don't they stop them? They don't stop them, folks, because they're making so much money on the aspect of what they're doing. That's the bottom line. They're making it. The CME's making it. The broker-dealer's making it. That's the bottom line. When you read the story, you're going to see that the CME knew about this guy in 2009. They sent him a letter in 2009 turning around saying, hey, bottom line, we want you to stop spoofing. Bottom line, he told them, take a hike. I'm not going to stop spoofing. Why? What they're not saying in all of this is how much bread they were making. Okay, so now I'm going to fast forward to what he's being charged with. He's being charged that he basically was crashing the market. Bottom line, folks, he didn't crash the market, okay? What crashed the market was the original, and this is where you have divergence out here in a huge way, because the original report from the SEC had that you had a broker-dealer mutual fund sell 75,000 contracts inside the E-mini futures. Now, what they did is this. When they were selling those contracts, they were selling market orders of those contracts, okay? That's insanity, okay? Because a market order is going to hit anything where there is a bid. Well, guess what? There were no bids. What they're going to prove probably with this guy, and that's what I expected. I suspect the guy's in trouble if they ever could basically get him extradited. I don't know if they'll get him extradited or not. And this is why. Because when you are spoofing, when you're putting the bids in, what they can probably prove is that as he was putting them in and taking them out, bottom line, everyone else was going away from the market, basically selling it all the way down. What is intriguing here is the aspect that you had one that bottom line was selling into the market, and this is a professional selling 75,000 contracts at market. That in itself, I suspect, is not illegal, okay? But it's I would like to say that it's hard for me to believe that that could happen, but what I've found, and this is the thing that's amazing about big professional companies in this business, folks. Big professional companies, this is a mutual fund, in this business know absolutely zero about trading. What they know about is saying, let me have your money, let me collect your money, I'm going to put it in the marketplace, and it's going to go up. And that's how this business is structured. So you're going to see, we're going to see quite a bit come out about, number one, the regulatory aspect of the markets, and I suspect what we're all going to learn is that they know absolutely zero, because that's the take. You know, I don't want to think about how many times large broker-dealers have manipulated the marketplace. Now, you want to hear the sickest thing of all of this? This is the sickest thing of all of this. MF Global, right? John Corzine, okay? John Corzine tanked MF Global. Never got charged. We'll see whether MF, when you read the documents, he's claiming that he didn't know what the CFO was doing and all the rest of it. Bottom line, tank the documents. Nothing happened to Corzine, right? You know who the clear and broker-dealer was for this guy? With John Corzine. You have to love it. That's about as wild as you get, you know. So I suspect what was happening is that MF Global was also making so much money on this guy that, guess what? Let it go. But there's other brokers out there right now making huge amounts of money. And I'm talking about in the futures market. This is all about the CME, folks. That's where this thing is shaken out. And the CME, of course, is a public company in business to take as much money in as they can. You know, so when this shakes out, I suspect we're gonna see a lot of dead bones everywhere. And what wasn't reported inside of all of that also is that this actually is the way that this come to light. This is a whistleblower suit by someone that was behind or beside this guy in London. That's how this thing shook out. And what happened is that the guy in London told the CME to go take a hike plenty of times. And bottom line, they didn't. You know, so we'll see where it shakes out. But if push comes to shove, the 75,000 contracts are what tanked the market. If we go over to the bond market, okay, now this is where this gets really interesting. Now watch this for a second, because I got to show you something. Inside the next flash crash is going to be in the bond market, folks. That's where this is going to be. And we actually, on March 18th, this benchmark of March 18th, that's the number. That bond market on March 18th just went, you know, just absolutely wild. March 18th is the number, you know, in the bond market, and you know we're going to see that again. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Do you know the 7 most critical factors that influence every decision you make, and how not knowing these will jeopardize the health, the wealth, and the relationships you deserve? I'm Steve Rhodes, morning host at TFNN.com, and for the last quarter of a century, I've studied and used the secrets of human growth, the same formulas used by leaders of nations, billionaires and millionaires, and the most successful athletes on the planet. Would you like to break through any obstacle that gets in between you and the success you deserve? Would you like to turn fear into strength? If you could find a way to achieve, be fulfilled, and live a life of meaning, wouldn't you want to know the answer? I'll teach you the factors that control your state of mind and the drivers that impact every thought, emotion, behavior, and action we take in my new webinar, The Psychology of Trading. Join me for this two-part online event where I'll unveil the secrets to human pattern recognition, because they're not what you think. And soon, you'll have the health, the wealth, and the relationships you deserve. Just go to the homepage of TFNN.com and click on The Psychology of Trading to begin your journey now.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investments, and whether you're bullish or bearish on U.S. Treasuries, the ETFs from Direction Shares are there to help you magnify your perspective. Bull ETFs for a rising market and bear ETFs for a falling market. Direction Shares gives you the tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor, Foreside Fund Services, LLC. Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Texas Instruments just come out with numbers. The estimate was 62 cents. They made 61. That is at the bottom line, and top line, I don't have it yet, but bottom line, that's getting down 3.5 points. That's getting smoked. That had a high volume low spike, folks, going all the way back to the 26th of March. We closed at 58. That's 54.62, and she's trading right down there at 58. She's trading it right at that high volume spike low. So Texas Instruments is going to take some heat. Now, folks, let's go over to our man, Mr. Basil Chapman at the Chapman Wave. And don't forget, folks, every trading day, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time, Basil's got a great program. That program is on from 11 to 12 Eastern Standard. Oh, I don't have them yet. Oh, that's too bad. Oh, okay. Well, listen, I'm going to do this promo anyway. Okay. So, it's a beautiful thing. So, listen, Basil, folks, is doing 2 updates. He's doing 2 subscriber events, rather. The first subscriber event is the Essentials of the Chapman Wave. That's going to be on April 25th, 5:30 to 6:15. The second one is a week later, and that's going to be the 1929 Market Revisited. That's going to be May 5th from 5:30 to 6:15. Now, you can get both of those, folks, by being a subscriber. And you can test drive his newsletter by coming over to our website at TFNN. Check it out on the front page. And, of course, next Wednesday is Prince Spaghetti Day. No doubt about that. So let's go over and we'll take a look at in what Prince Spaghetti Day is, folks, for across the country, TXN. That good old Prince Spaghetti was started in the north end of Boston, and Anthony used to run through the north end. His mother was yelling out the window, "Anthony, let's go. We got to eat." Let's go back to good old Texas Instruments. So Texas Instrument closed at $58.73. It's trading out here right now at 54.70. And what you're going to see is this. So they missed their numbers this quarter. They're saying that they're going to miss their numbers next quarter. And their revenue is also trailing. If we take this and we put this on a daily basis, what you're going to see that was sticking out like a sore thumb was on the 23rd of March, this baby had come down fast and furious. 25th of March. You know, we went from a price point of 58 down to 54, had a high volume swing low. It's going to go after that baby right now. And if we bring this back a little bit more, what you're going to see, well, we'll see how it handles it. We'll see how it's going to handle. This looks to me like, so you have the swing point. The swing point is at 54. We'll see how it handles at 54. You break that 54 level on this Texas Instruments, and that'll create some problems. Let's go back to eBay for a second and see what we have happening with eBay. eBay is up, is at 59, so let's bring eBay up, see what kind of juice eBay has. eBay is trading at $59.21, and they are saying that eBay gave a quarterly profit forecast that topped estimates as the web marketplace recovers from a security breach that forced users to change passwords and a Google search change that curbed traffic to the site. So right now, eBay is trading up $3. That's, well, that's going to get into the downdraft. So eBay had a downdraft out there, $59.39. We'll see if it has enough juice in order to get up and over that downdraft that is out there. Marvell, we go take a look at Marvell. Marvell came out with numbers. Marvell closed out here at a price point. Whoops, 1 second. This Marvell. Marvell closed at $32.86. That's trading $33.46 right now, and they posted profit. First quarter earnings, excluding some items, was 63 cents a share compared to an estimate of 62 cents. Revenue rose to $32.6 billion compared with the projections of $32.8. So they did come in light on their revenue. However, the bottom line came up. What's going to get interesting out here, folks, is Google. Google came out with a cell phone service today. Now, this is only good for the Nexus phones, which were their phones. That's going to change, though. But check this out. The service is only $20 a month plus data. The data is only $10 a gigabyte, and you only get charged for what you use. What you do have, and this is what's pretty amazing, is that the service itself is going to shift between their 4G LTE networks that's offered by T-Mobile and Sprint, and Wi-Fi publicly available networks. The thing that's amazing about this, of course, is what? Is that in the matter of one day, all of a sudden you have a new competitor that is as big, slightly as big, just under what a Verizon or a Marvell would have. So that's pretty incredible. And I suspect what we're all going to see is that we're going to see the aspect of our phone bills go down. You know, that's how this thing is shaking out, because what you do have is that good old Google, they want as many people on the net as possible for what? Bottom line, to basically use their service. Facebook come out with numbers, and Facebook's trading down $2 right now. The thing that's amazing about Facebook, so check this out. Facebook closed at $84.63. She's down $2. And the numbers came in a little light, but listen to what the numbers are light are for Facebook, because they're still growing by, it's a mind blow what they're growing. So listen to this. Facebook missed analyst sales estimates in the first quarter, breaking a trend of far exceeding expectations and setting the company up for scrutiny. Their revenue, folks, okay, their revenue rose 42% to $3.54 billion compared with the average estimate of 3.57. So they're looking for it to go up more. Facebook has been working to enhance the quality. Let's see. So this guy says, a real negative, said, man, would you love to have a company that you could raise revenue 42%. It's pretty amazing. Advertising makes up 94% of Facebook's annual revenue. Facebook said its main application had 1.44 billion monthly active users compared to 1.39 billion in the fourth quarter, and analysts estimated 1.43 billion. So bottom line is that they got a company that's growing. There's no two ways about that. Big numbers. We go over and we take a look at the a few of the Dow stocks out here today. What we had inside a few of the Dow stocks is that Big Mac, McDonald's. McDonald's came out with numbers. And McDonald's had come off the lows, folks, pretty good. McDonald's today was up 297, and it's not that they made their numbers either. The bottom line is that let's see, the numbers themselves. Oh, they're going to close a lot of stores. They're closing the 350 stores. Yeah. They're going to close actually 700 stores. That's what's going on here. I got it. Okay. So they're closing stores, moving around stores. Hey, if we go over to Walmart for a second, we were talking about Walmart and the plumbing problems, folks. Okay, so check this out. This is Walmart, I suspect, is going to get grabbed, basically closing these stores, and depending on what cities they have closed them in, if they have any laws about closing stores and not giving the state notice. We'll see where that shakes out. But bottom line, in our own St. Pete Times today about this Brandon store, it had that, it just, so check this out. I suspect we're going to see more about this tomorrow, and this is why. Because Walmart, in the St. Pete Times, folks, is one of the best newspapers in the country for investigative reporting, clean paper, dynamite paper. So check this out. They go out to Walmart. They asked Walmart why they closed the store. Walmart said that they had, I believe the number was over 1,000 problems with the plumbing. And this is in a new mall, by the way, okay? That's what they were claiming. Well, guess what? What the St. Pete Times did is that they went to the county, it's Pinellas County, talked to the, and so what happens if you take, this is what ends up happening in the building business. Particularly, this is perfect because it's Pinellas, we do so much building here. So if I go into you go into a building and you're just replacing the same, meaning same sink, same deal, no big deal, okay? You can take a toilet out, put a toilet in, take a sink out, put it in. What you cannot do, absolutely cannot do, is take any type of pipes out and replace those pipes without a permit, okay? They let Walmart keep yapping. Guess what happens? What happens, okay? 0 permits, okay? There's no way Walmart had a problem with the plumbing, okay? Because I can't picture them changing something without a permit. I wouldn't do it. The fines are extraordinary, folks. There's just no way, okay? Amazing. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials finished up 88, NASDAQ up 21, S&P's up 8.5. We're going to be right back.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartleys, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com. Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Who says you can't take it with you? TFNN says you can. With your mobile device and TFNN's live radio streams, TFNN has put it all in the palm of your hands. No special apps to download. No subscription fees for live radio or Tiger TV streams. We say you can.
Each and every time that the dollar ticks higher, S&P wants higher price. Each and every time that the dollar's ticking lower, guess what? S&P wants lower price. Dollar, the metals, and the S&P are going tick for tick.
We say you can. The Tiger Financial News Network. Smart investors and professional traders know you can. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. O'Reilly Auto Parts. So check this out, folks, okay? That closed out here today at $216.67. That's trading up $10 to $226. And when you look at this chart, you know, bottom line, you had a confirmed ABC structure on the way up. Let's walk you through this because this is really interesting, this one. I just want to see what the price structure was for this ABC up, because what you had is this, is that the last time this came out with numbers on February 5th, took the B point out, took it out with volume. It's a monster ABC. Your A point on this goes back to October 15th, that October 15th low. And check this one out. This one didn't have a high volume October 15th low. It was 146. So 146 is your A, 196 is your B. It was $50. I love it, man. 182 is your C, which gives you what? 223. Bottom line, you're trading at 225 right now. Numbers go like this. This is, you know what's pretty amazing? I knew there was big money in cars and parts, but I never realized they have a margin, a gross margin like software companies, folks. Their gross margin is 51.9%. That's amazing. That's their gross margin. Their net margin is 11.2%. So they made $2.06. The sales were $1.9 billion. The sales were up 10%. Xilinx, XLNX. We take a look at Xilinx. Xilinx is having a problem out here. Xilinx, folks, is what they do. They design chips, basically specialty chips. That closed at $44.37. That is trading at $42.90 right now. Numbers go like this on Xilinx. Their sales were $567 million. Their earnings per share was 50 cents. Their net revenue was $566. That's fourth quarter. So you're down $3. Oh, I see what's happening here. Okay, so if we put this on a weekly for a second, what you're going to see, on a daily rather, what you are going to see is that this this had come down from 47, has a high volume swing low at 39 to 37. 39 to 37 is game. That's where it's going to go after again. Cheesecake Factory. We take a look at Cheesecake Factory. Cheesecake Factory. This closed at a price point of $50.05. It's trading at $51.80, and this was the one that was pushing into its swing point out here today with volume. So bottom line, got a little juice after the close. Cheesecake Factory goes like this. Their revenue is $518 million. The same store sales were up 4.2%. They're going to be opening 11 co-owned restaurants. First quarter revenue. So the top line revenue was $520 million. That was the estimate. They made $518, so a little short on the estimate of the revenue. Earnings per share was 49 cents. They made 56 cents. We take a look at this. Now, do not go out and buy this. This is going to be, this had a vicious downdraft, folks, on February 11th. We went from $54 down into 46. You are into that gap, and you have some juice. So what that does set up is that it does set up that, yes, you can get up into that full gap. The first place that's going to have to make it through is the 5109 area. That 5109 area is the lowest swing from February 2nd. More than likely, you'll see it crawl up into the 5280 area. Then we'll see what kind of juice you have up in that area. But I suspect what you are going to see is that more than likely basically will fall apart as you get up into that area. Tomorrow morning before the open, we got a lot of numbers out here. You're going to have Ultra Group coming out with numbers. That's before the market open. Dunkin' Donuts coming out with numbers. That's before the market opens. That closed at 47.72 today. BB&T, that's a banking structure. BB&T closed at 38.87. That is coming out, let's see, a lot of these just before the market's not telling us exactly when. United Airlines, so we'll see where United is going to shake and bake. That'll give us an idea of how these airlines are going to shake out. And thus far, United's trading at 64 off the high of 73. And what I think you're going to see out here, United has what? Has one of those high volume swing lows at that October 15th. That's at 44. So that's going to be a big one to see how that shakes out. Pepsi-Cola. Pepsi-Cola is trading at 97 right now. Pepsi-Cola is coming out at 0700 tomorrow morning. Pepsi-Cola, let's see. She's been in a consolidation. This consolidation is quite a while, too, actually. Let's bring this back. Wow, this has been a long consolidation for Pepsi-Cola. So Pepsi-Cola has been in a consolidation for almost 3 years. Yeah, the consolidate, no, October, no, about a year, sorry about that. She's been in a consolidation for about a year. What she does have, though, so check this out. It looks like good old Pepsi-Cola is going to try to get into her highs once again. Because what you have is this. You have a spike high out there from the 13th of February. That spike high is 100.97. And then you came down with volume, but not as much as you went up. She's going to probably try to get into that spike high. And that spike high, well, you will see whether, if in fact, she can handle it. So what you can expect out here tomorrow morning, if we go back to the S&P for a second, you know, we get the yin and yang out here, but if you take a look at the S&P, folks, you know, you finished today at the high end of the range. You have lighter volume. There's no doubt about that. But I suspect what we're going to see is that this SPY and the S&P itself is game again to test these highs. Now, the last time that we were up here, which was last week on April 15th, it didn't make the last two swing highs. The actual high is on February 25th rather. 25th is the high. You know, that high generated 212.24. Right now you're at 210. What we've had thus far is that we've had 4 lower highs and 1 lower low. So that is defined realistically as a downtrend. The reality is, though, we haven't moved since November 21st. November 21st, we've been in this range from, you know, we'll see whether it can take it out. You know, it's going to live or die by these highs out here. I suspect it was going to fail again. Why? Each and every time we come down, folks, the volume has dramatically increased, including when we just came down last Thursday. When we came down last Thursday, you got into this 207.01. You did volume out here 191 million. You're up in 77 million. The 77 is going into 228 million. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it. Take ownership of it and fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Have a great night, safe night. Look forward to speaking to you right here tomorrow. Go get them, folks.